Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Season 1, Doom Patrol, Episode 15, the Ezekiel Patrol. Worst part of this entire episode is that it ended the season. Oh, it just better not end the series, man. If we don't get a Season 2, I'm going to be furious. And everybody involved in this one, including the caterers, better be involved in the next one too, man. This was... oh my God, why? Why did it ever have to end? And I'm so scared with all the rumors going around about the DC streaming service. I'm hoping at one point the DC streaming service, this is real talk, winds up becoming like the talk of the town, just so that we can see more of Doom Patrol. Look, man, I don't care, like, Teen Titans, or Titans did suck. As far as I'm concerned, that's just my opinion. You don't like my opinion, why are you here for this one? But Swamp Thing could suck. Everything could suck as far as I'm concerned. But this didn't suck, and I just need to see this back again, man. I'm careful about protecting what I have. I'm very conservative when it comes to my comic books. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, my comic book big screen reenactments, I guess you would say, interpretations. This was so good. This was so amazing. So, look, man, we got to see Ezekiel, like Ezekiel Patrol. As soon as I saw the name, like, oh! I might have had a trouser trout as big as that poor kid in high school who was acting next to Rita Farr in the high school stage. I'm just saying, man. And by the way, I cannot blame him because, wow, she was believable in that. Dude, and 13-year-old kids are a-holes. That one little kid who was making fun of her like that. I don't know why Rita was so bothered by that, especially considering the fact that she indeed was somebody. This dumb little kid just didn't know anything. Anyway, dude, there was a lot that happened in here. Seeing, I had a feeling that once, I shouldn't say I had a feeling. I kept on wondering myself, what is Mr. Nobody going to feel? What is he going to do once he's got his revenge on Niles? Because he can't just keep his revenge going on Niles. That's the thing about revenge, man. The Buddha says it's like picking up a hot coal with the intent to throw it at your enemy. The only one who gets burnt is you, you know? I knew that was going to be the case, and then he winds up losing his powers by going into a different white space. Like, you're a dumbass. Oh, the end of this, if you guys saw the Danny the Street, 10 things about Danny the Street thing that I did, what I say at the end, I made a big deal and I just showed 2 images of Danny the Brick. What happened? What happened? I haven't yet seen Danny the World yet. I'm looking for it. I'm looking forward to it. Next season, baby. We got the return of pretty much everybody in this one, man. Beard Hunter was back. That major douchebag from who got killed by the butts, the piranha butts, previous episode or 2 episodes ago. Oh man, this was great. Like, why does this have to end, dude? Come on now. Come on now. I was happy when this was on. Looking for, what am I gonna do on my Fridays from this point on? Nothing, right? Anyway, I got nothing to look forward to on my Fridays at this point, man. I built my whole Friday around this episode, and it's over now, dude. I just feel like, Anyway, I loved this. I loved this, dude. We got to see the inside of Crazy Jane's mind again. Like, almost everybody got an actual physical form besides just Jane dressed in something new. That was just great. That was so good. But let's be realistic. The best part, I forget what her baby Joe, it wasn't Baby Jane. What was the little girl actually called? Baby D or something like that? Anyway, got to hear her father's her pedophilic, incestuous, creepy ass voice. That dude's just Megan's Law walking. But the best part, to me, of the entire episode, a return to form. Crazy Jane, she's messed up, she's strung out, and what's the one thing that Cliff is doing the entire time? Robot Man is bringing her some food. He's been doing that like in segments all throughout the entire season. And to see him doing that again in this final one, I forgot how good it was. You know? And you see a lot of playback from, that's the thing, if you're not paying attention to it, you're missing a lot of things. Case in point, Larry Traynor. First off, he's almost up to a full minute that he can leave him out. Just like, you know, go check out 10 things about Larry Traynor explained in a minute. What do you call it? Mr. Negative? Negative Man. What what do you call it? You know, he used to always make those huge meals and whatnot. Even that, you know, episode 4, season 1 of Titans. What do you call it? He was making those huge meals, right? In this one, what did he do? He just took, what was that, mustard? He just took some mustard on a bunch of sandwiches, fold them over, was like, here, go serve them to freaking whoever, you know? Like, it's still a return to form, because what happens? He's depressed right now, and everybody's depressed. Nobody's feeling it, dude. Nobody. By the way, I forget the name of that song, but I don't have a problem with that song. I got no time. Anyway, I like that song. I didn't see it was so bad. This was, I'm just, look, man, look. Bob Haney, Bruno Premiani, and Arnold Drake. If these 3 men were still alive today, they would have trouser trouts like that 13-year-old kid, walking up and down that stage, walking up and down the set, and seeing what these gentlemen have created with this live-action version of their creations. Man, you know, like if I was a hat guy, I'd totally take my hat off. You know what I'm saying, to the creators of this show. This was, and I don't think that any of those guys would have had a problem with Cyborg being in this show either. I know there's some people that had a problem with that. And I honestly, I don't know that these guys, maybe they would have had a problem with Larry Trainor being made gay in this. Maybe, I don't know. But honestly, like, it's just things. I know there's a lot of things that people just want everything to be perfect, everything to be like this, everything to be just like it was in the comic books. Well, the comic books were very wide and diverse. You know what I'm saying? There were so many different interpretations of it. You know what I'm saying? The original creators, Premiani, Arnold, and Haney, they didn't have the same vision that Morrison had when he did their run. You know what I'm saying? They had different ideas for their runs. And even the new run that's coming, I forget who's doing it. I think that one singer dude. Anyway, there's a new run going to be coming out, I think this July or August. A new comic book run from the Young Animals team for Doom Patrol. And they're going to have an entirely different take on the Doom Patrol also. It's all different. The idea is it close enough to home? Do these changes improve on the character? Yeah, they did. Even making Larry Trainor gay. They improved on his character. They gave him a whole hell of a lot more story than what he originally had, you know? Everything about this was just great. The reference to Dorothy, we're not in Toto anymore. They were inside the, it's funny that they all had to go inside of Ezekiel, but at first, what's his name? Cliff was inside of what was the rat's name? Whiskers, Mr. Whiskers. You know what I'm saying? When prior to that, Mr. Whiskers was inside of him. You see, like I said, a return to form for every single one of these characters. They all had some kind of a callback to previous happenstances in the TV show. This season, it's like it just came in and ate itself. And it could just keep on doing that. It's like the Aurora Boros. You know what I'm saying? The giant serpent with it, you know, that goes around the earth like Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent, just go and tail in its mouth, you know? It felt like that because so many callbacks to previous circumstances in the season. This was just masterfully done. And what a great way to just finish the season off. The best way to finish the season off was to not end it. But, you know, what the hell do I know? I'm just some jackass who loves the show too much to see it go. And is terrified that the freaking, you know, the network is right now in jeopardy. I'm a little bit bothered by that. I don't know what to tell you. God, this was amazing. And I'm practically praying. If I was a particularly deep religious person, you know what I'm saying, and I believed in like a single, you know, entity, like, from a denomination or something like that, I would definitely be praying for a next episode, a next season. Yeah, even one more episode, whatever, man. I'm in my mind, I'm kind of praying that the DC network, DC service doesn't go down, just so that we can have more of this. Man, I'm also kind of hoping that they get their heads out of their asses, talk about tongues inside of people's mouths, DC streaming service at least seems to have its head in its ass, so it's still an Aurora Boreas in a form, and doesn't want to try harder to get the service to other nations, other countries. You know what I'm saying? Come on, peeps, come on now. But once that actually happens and more people get to see this TV show, I think that it's just going to explode. I think that it's going to be great. This TV show right now, I don't care about all the other stuff that happened. I don't care about the Titans. I don't care about the freaking Titans coming back for a season 2. I don't even care, man. I don't care. This TV series, this season, in my opinion, is leading the network. I don't know what Swamp Thing's going to be like. I don't know, because we're not there yet. Maybe it'll be better than this. Wouldn't that be cool? Maybe Stargirl will be better than this. I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool? But you know what? You know what we have right now? We have the absolute leader on this network. Ain't no Richard Donner's Superman 1 and 2, and everything else, you know, from the days of yore aren't going to match up to what this season of this TV series has done. This is original content, characters we never seen before. Can we compare this now? Is it time to compare this to the Avengers? Because you're talking about complete unknown characters. People have heard of Iron Man, possibly, and they've definitely heard of Captain America, and people didn't like the idea of Captain America in other nations, right? Because when you think of a guy named Captain America, you're like, oh, this flag-waving guy who's just going to be like, you know, whatever, you know, America, America, America. He's actually against the politicians, which, you know, in the return to form of what America was, you know what I'm saying? He genuinely wants to make America great again, or just make it great. But here, like, who the hell has heard of the Doom Patrol? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's heard of any of these characters. They had to put Cyborg in this just to get some semblance of, you know, oh, well, he was in the movie, and they did a horrible job with him. So let's you know, let's put him in here and make him good. Dude, this wasn't a movie. It was a TV series. So there's that. But that being said, this TV series out-Avengered the Avengers. All right, and you're talking about a major Avengers fan right here, bro. But these were more unknowns than any of those guys. These guys didn't have individual movies made about individual characters. You know, so you didn't have the Robot Man movie or the Chief movie or the Elasti-Girl movie or the Negative Man movie. You didn't have all these different individual TV series or movies leading up to, you know, you had Iron Man, they introduced Black Widow, you know, saying, oh, here's Captain America, the first event, oh, here's Thor, here's some after credit scenes so you could, you know, start building up who these characters are and whatnot. No. We didn't have all of that. In fact, even with those movies, when half or more of the audience had no idea who the hell Iron Man was or all these other people, maybe they heard of them, you still had the other half of the audience who was sitting there talking about, oh yeah, man, Iron Man, he was this guy who was created back in, you know, the 60s, and he did da-da-da-da-da, and no, Captain America, no, you got it wrong, man. Captain America's more like this, blah, blah, blah. He's usually going against the nation because you got, you know, corrupt politicians and scumbags. No. You didn't have any of that with Doom Patrol. Here's this unknown network with these unknown characters and this unknown team that even, unless you are the die-hardest of die-hard comic book fans, nobody knows who the hell these characters are. And look at what this show done. They out-Avengered the Avengers. God damn it, this was good. This was good. And I will cry on the inside, maybe a little bit on the outside, if we don't get a season 2 by the same people. I'm not just talking about the same actors, dude. I want the caterers back. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever they did, this is like in the NBA where, you know, people like, yo, I scored like, you know, I scored 30 points on my own in this game wearing these brand new socks. These are the socks I'm going to wear every time I play a game. And then they started trying to work with it more. Every time I play a game in this arena, you know what I'm saying, on this court, like, dude, just get everybody the same, and just the only thing that should increase are the salaries. Maybe that's even a bad luck. I don't know, but they definitely deserve it. They definitely deserve bonuses or something. Out-Avengered the Avengers, dude. Best show on TV. Hot damn. Guys, I'm out. C'est la vie. This was great. This was great. All right, that's it for me. Oh, and check my merch. It's not my merch store. Check Beautiful Halo's merch store. Maybe they'll get some Doom Patrol stuff in there, you know, if they're smart. Anyway, they definitely got some DC stuff. All right, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.